We are live. We just got off the call with one of our clients, and they are doing amazing. They went from $3,000 12 months ago. Now, just in the last 30 days, they've done over $33,000. And they did it in just from one source and 3 main steps. That's what I want to get into today. We're recording this live. By the way, my name is Mike Pyatt. This is Sarah Pyatt.
Yep.
And anything else you want to share before we get started with this?
No, but it's amazing to see, so pay close attention.
Okay, share my screen. Okay, we're in Google Analytics. Hopefully you have Google Analytics installed. And what we're going to look at is where the traffic came from. So let's go to conversions, e-commerce, overview.
And you shared the screen?
Yep, I'm
These
sharing
stats
the screen.
are insane.
So yeah, this is the last 30 days, $41,000.
More than 33.
Yeah.
It went up $8,000.
Yeah, and it's been a huge spike recently as well. Okay, and again, it only took 3 steps, and it's by, as I already cut to the chase there for that one, all traffic, the channels, and seeing what source is bringing that. How is it getting that much revenue, you know? And so we had 39,000 visitors. 33,000 were 82% of the traffic for the last 30 days. Direct, 4,736. But if you think about it, how did those even direct come back to the site? Well, the majority of them is also people search, but then they just come back later.
Mm-hmm.
So direct, unless you have like other sources, but this client isn't really doing that much. I mean,
This is
social,
just a
look at social. Like this is probably Instagram.
They just have a simple
953.
Shopify site. Simple e-commerce
Yes, very
Shopify
simple.
site. I think
So
they set it up
Facebook
a year ago.
696, Pinterest 155, Instagram 94. So social sites aren't accounting to all the sales and the traffic. So if you follow it down, you got to be in the top spots, the top positions to get all that traffic.
In Google, that is.
Yep. So by the way, this isn't our site, this is our client's site. So we're an SEO company, search engine optimization. Mainly we do Google organic. We also do some YouTube organic and YouTube ads. But yeah, mainly we specialize in Google organic. That's where we've cracked the code to get to the top spots, which we're going over in this very video about how you can apply this to yourself and get to the top spots as well. Because the top spots is where all the traffic is. If you see like the top spot, 33% of it gets the traffic. The second spot gets about 18%, the third spot about 12%, the fourth spot a little bit less. As you can see, it just drops off. So when you search it, you know, it just drops off. So let's go back to their search. I just hooked up Google Webmaster, so we won't be able to see the main keywords, but organic search, maybe that's all from Google too. So as you can see, a little bit of the keywords. Let me go back here real quick. And so if you see, so organic search, and then if you go look at source, Google, 33,000 users, and probably most of them are from direct, $31,000, $4,000. And these other sources like email, yeah, email's good, 2,164.
Wow.
But, you know, organic search, this many people, can you imagine if 33,000 people went to your site per month?
Looking for what you're offering. That's
Yeah,
the best
exactly.
thing about Google
Right.
is they're searching for what
And this was all in under a year. When did they start with us?
in January.
January. So we'll just put it at November, and let's see. So as you can see, not much. January's over here. Let me do monthly. You can kind of see it. Kind of looks like a little bit less, but okay. So
I mean, that's crazy.
February, let's do January. There were 2,900 visitors to their website. Then in the past few months, 28,000, 33,000 people. So as you can see, that's where all the sales are coming from, and we're going to keep ranking them.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep on growing, and they're literally going to be able to dominate it just by being in the top spots. So we won't work with any competitors, so we're going to give their keyword away just to show proof, because a lot of people, you know, say a lot of things. We just want to give value.
Right.
So this is one of their top keywords, bongs. So that's what they sell. So they're top for that. You can watch if I go into new incognito. bongs, which this is a pretty high volume search keyword.
We'll tell you how to get keyword ideas too.
Fat Buddha glass, yep. So of course, on-page optimization, that's step number 2. Step number 1 is keyword research. Step number 3, we'll get into in just a moment. So let's go into step number 1 first.
Sounds good.
You want to explain this real quick?
Yep, so before we even meet with the client, we do keyword research up front before they're even a client. And then to make sure that the SEO campaign would be worth doing, then if it is, we obviously meet with them, show them it, and we refine them from there. Sometimes we're spot on, sometimes we have to refine them a little bit. But basically, we look at the keywords to find the ones that have the best search volume, that are targeted. So right here in column C is like the keyword planner. It gives you the monthly search volume. So we got the, but actually with these type of keywords, we didn't get it from Google Keyword Planner only because they don't show those ones. But now they do. So just when we did this, just a heads up. This
Can you show an example too? How you get those keywords?
Yep.
Okay.
And then, after I finish this, and then 33%, click the top spot. So we multiplied the search volume by 33% to get a rough estimate of the increased traffic. And then, so once we have the increased traffic, we multiply it by anywhere from 1 to 10% is a standard conversion rate. So we take 3%. For the sake of this equation, we use 3% to get a rough estimate of how much increased sales that would bring, which we have here. And then we also ask for the average sale revenue, which in their case is a lower priced item, $32, but you can see they're getting a ton of sales. So yeah, usually lower price. I mean, to have an ROI this high isn't always like doable, but actually we're seeing it firsthand and it's working. It's only going to get better. So yeah, so we do the ROI. We call this our ROI calculation to make sure that we have the best keywords are going to equal a good ROI. And then we also look at the competition. But how we pick the keywords is by going to, so if you have a Google AdWords account, you can use this tool. If you don't, you can make one and then set up like a campaign with a small budget and then pause it, just because this tool is very useful. So you go to Tools, then Keyword Planner, and then you go to Find New Keywords. So you can put in like a starting keyword, like I said.
Well, this won't find new ones for this.
Oh, this
company.
one won't. Yeah. Okay. So
let's just do a different one.
say I want to put in winter hats.
Okay, winter hats. How many people are searching for winter
Then
hats?
it's gonna like generate.
Winter hats. Average monthly volume, this is all monthly, is 12,100 people. Winter hat, plural or non-plural, 8,000. Winter hats for women, 14,000.
Yeah, and
Men hats,
beanie
12,000.
hats. Say you sell beanie hats and you want more of these. You could pop this keyword in there and it would pull up more of those
step
ones.
number 1, we're always going to go back to 3 steps because it may get a little bit complicated, but we're always going to keep it simple. That's how we built all our systems. So number 1, getting the right keywords in the first place, going into AdWords and researching, just doing a bunch of different ways and just get at least enough search volume that it can be ranked.
And the more narrower the better, just so you know your product beanie hats.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You would want to do something pretty broad, but yeah, the less competition, the easier it will be to rank. The more competition, the harder it is to rank, the more money, because you have to invest in building links, which is the 3rd step. So 2nd step is on-page optimization.
Pause. Let's go back to keywords for a second.
Okay.
So once you have all the keywords, you then have to select them and you can add to plan and then download it. And then from there, it's an Excel sheet and then you can go through them and delete ones you don't want, etc. But now back to the on-page optimization. I just want to finish this.
So basically, then the 2nd step, which is pretty easy to some degree, writing about the keyword. So for our client here, so it's in the title, in the description, in the URL. So then if you click it, then within that content, the keyword is also in there as well. So they have some content up here, and then you know what they're selling, and then this just happened to be, we put it inside a button, but if you do Control F and you search the keyword, as you can see, the keyword's in the content. Because Google always wants to rank 2 main things. First, relevance. So it's the most relevant for that correlating search term. That way when the user searches it, they say, wow, this is exactly what I wanted. It's exactly what I wanted. It's relevant. And therefore they keep coming back and then possibly click an ad. And then Google makes money. And then the second thing Google looks for is popularity. Because they don't want to be ranking, relevant, but it's really spammy or crappy. Then the user would have a bad experience, not come back, and not click the ads. So they want to make sure that it's the most popular website. So out of all those people, because of course everyone's going to put these keywords in their site, there's tons of competition, only going to be more now, so it's really good you're starting now. But everyone has these keywords in them, and everyone can write about them. It's not that hard. So the main thing is, and there's still some on-page optimization specific things like talk about it 1%, your title, your meta, those basic things. But again, most people can do that. What's harder is the link. So how does Google determine out of all these sites which one is the most popular to rank first, second, third, and so on? Well, the major ranking signal, even though there's 200, is by far the 80-20, the Pareto principle, is links. And not just any links these days. Now it's high-powered authority links, meaning links that are already popular. So if I just went out and bought a bunch of new websites, then linked to myself, well, those are all just untrusted. Anyone can do that. A spammer can do that, anything. So basically, Google now weighs these more high-powered authority ones. So there's two ways to get these high-powered authority links. One way is what you can be known as guest posting, or going to other websites and saying, hey, I have the best content, will you link from your website to my website? Except that's what everyone's doing, and from our experience, it did not work well at all, and we couldn't scale it because we were relying on other people to say yes to us. Did they even get our email? Does it go there for spam filter? They don't even see it. If they see it, do they click it? If they see it, do they just delete it right away? If they see it, do they read it? If they read it, do they even actually post a link from their site to your site? If that actual link, is it on some back-end page or is it some really high-powered page? How long does it stay, etc.? So the other route is building up your own portfolio of sites, which could also be known as PBNs, but you build them up into real legit sites, different hosts, IPs, and the way it works is that so websites that build up links over time, if they don't pay their register bill for whatever reason, then after 30 days, anyone can then buy that link, or buy that website. And then that's what we do. So what these sites that built up links, let me just go switch to mine.
Yeah, it's a complex, thing.
I mean, it's not that complex. So they build up links over time. Then if that 30 days they don't pay their register bill, then anyone can then get these sites. So that's what we do. Then we build up the content. Either we keep it the same content, change the privacy information, or we also will build up in brand new content in a new way. Then we have full control on all those links that still counted, then link to the site. Let me just do a visual. You explain it and I'll draw, Sarah.
Okay, wow, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, I'll explain. Okay,
no, let me get my sales skills in.
Okay, I want to do it.
Okay.
So this is your site, right?
Yep.
Then you have, the high-powered authority site that built up links over time from other, high authority sites. That after 30 days, they don't buy it. Then you can come in.
Are you sharing screen?
Yes.
Check.
Share screen.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so they can come in, so we come in, we buy it. There's a whole process of doing this. There's auctions, or we use a custom scraper, and we have a whole system, and then we build up that content, again, either new content or keep the old one and change the privacy, usually new content. Then we have full control over that domain, and then we link to the site, and it gets enough high power authority links. So of course that's optimized for the keywords, Then we link to that site, and we do this over and over with multiple times. That way, we get enough power, link juice to it. Does that make sense?
I mean, it's for everyone, but I think it makes perfect sense.
Yes, we do this over. So you can't just get one site linked to your website, all the same amount of times.
Mike'sCakes.com, Mike's Cakes pages, a different page on his site.
Yeah, it has to be different domains that count as
Yeah.
different ones. So you keep doing this over and over until you have enough
But then
high-powered
those
authority
have
links.
to have the metrics. Yeah, like you said,
Yes,
links
these all
already
have
to
to have a
them.
number of links.
The
We
right
use
metrics.
majestic.com,
Yep.
and then we link to this. So this client now has 116 sites. So we'll give you an example of one. So this used to be a different site. So all these, we'll go to a few of these.
But yeah, you have to pretty much
Then
make
we used
sure
it,
that
so then they
these
link
have
out.
the good metrics.
Yes, these have to have metrics. Sometimes they can be relevant, sometimes they're not. And then they have a link going out to the website.
So yeah, they're essentially small little website, not small, but like other
all three have
websites.
different IPs.
Yeah.
They're all run by, they're all separate identities. They're not like connected.
You can't connect them,
Yep. So here's an easy link to see. So it's like that one goes to the home page. So this is also one for our furniture. We have another client that sells furniture. And yeah, so some will build custom relevant and some will just mix in with other ones. It just depends. We do a mix of both. That way we can cut down on costs. Because yeah, this is crazy. So yeah, each client has an IFO that we put all the links, the date. Also, it must be done in a supernatural way. So this is like a brand link, so the company name, a URL link, so there's the naked URL, the exact match of the keyword, a variation of the keyword, a secondary keyword, a picture link, and generic. And we mix it up because you can't be always saying the same thing for that keyword, or else that's over-optimization, because Google's always on the lookout for over-optimization. Some may say, oh, is this black hat, or is this, illegal or whatever? But it's like Google thinks everything is basically black hat. They want things to be just so natural, just everyone's just going to link to my website because it's so great. Like, I wish that happened, I used to do that.
You got to
I
make it
spend so much on
happen.
content. Yeah, you got to put it in your own hands, build up your own
Do
links,
it right.
or we do it for you.
Yeah.
Basically, some people, if they're really in the dirt, like we do it, like we are the people that do it. Some people, that may be you or a mix in between. So yeah, we can do it for you. So we have a client SEO site, so that's tytseo.com, and that's for like if you want like all the like basically consulting, more hand holding, or you can go to White Label It Pro. And
It's
that's
full
where,
service. TYT SEO is full service. We do multiple different link types and
you do the
also
whole
manage
thing,
the whole
but if you
campaign.
kind of already
write the
more
content.
know of what you need, you're like, oh, I just need,
Links.
or I just need keyword research. We offer keyword research too. Or you can do this on your own and just do some of it. Like, okay, I got the keywords, I can go to AdWords and I can research it and use SEMrush or whatever, just Google stuff and find keywords and organize that into groups. Cool. Then, or if you want us to do it, here it is. Or if you do it for clients too, we can do it as well. Then okay, I already have a page created. If not, we can do it as well. Or if you want to create your page, about the copy, then optimize it. Make sure you use the keywords all in the right place. If you want us to do it, we can do it. If not, you do it. Same with links. So we do 4 different type of links. We do citations, which are basically, it used to be yellowpages.com, now it's like yelp.com, or it used to be in the actual book. Web 2.0s and social signals, obviously Facebook, Google, Twitter, etc. Those are all just to keep things natural. The main one is the powerful authority links. And right now, they're going on sale for $67. That will go up as we get this, going, because only we want so many people kind of using this. So as we get more, it's going to go up and, get in while the competition is still good. It's super ripe to be ranking in Google right now, especially with these high-powered authority links. Especially, we've got it down to a way affordable process as we systematized it, as we have to do it for multiple clients, for multiple people. And now, some people want the whole like we do it for you client approach. And
Because
again,
you just
then
don't
you
have
would
time.
Go to like our main website,
TYT.
tytseo.com. application. Yeah, if you don't want to do any of it, you don't know anything, it's like really complex, that's kind of like the whole we do it for you service. Like we build you the house. Or if you're like, oh, I just want parts of it and build it myself, then you can go to White Label It Pro. And if you're more also doing it for others too, you can check out Operate-It-Pro.com. That's where we talk about more about how like we systematize this, how we sell our offer, how we also, systematize your own business, how we fulfill it. If you're
To make
interested in
it
that kind of stuff,
sustainable.
yeah, you can go into that. Really, it's wherever you're at, what you need. If you have your Shopify store and you want to rank it, or whatever your website is, rank it for certain keywords. We have so many variety of different clients and different keywords. So whatever your keywords are, find those, then obviously write about the content so it's optimized, then get the high-powered authority links, enough of those to outrank the competition. How many do you know how many it takes, or how much links do you need? Well, the answer is it depends. If it's more competitive, then you're going to need more links. If it's less competitive, you need less links because less people are building on those links. But it's more competitive, higher search volume, or more, there's just more business for whatever reason. Well, most likely they've already spent money in promotion, so they're getting more links. So you have to build up enough to get past those. So it basically depends. If it's not as competitive, maybe 20 to 30 links, then you'll definitely be good. And can rank. If there's no competition, sure, you don't need any links because there's no competition. But I mean, if there's any type of competition, how is Google going to know, well, you're all talking about this keyword, which one's the most relevant? Again, they're going to look at their factors, and mainly incoming links is their main thing. That's what really moves the needle. That's the big driver into showing popularity. So it's always, but if you're popular but not relevant, it's not going to show either. So of course, find the keywords and make the content relevant.
Mhm.
But then, how are you going to signal to Google you're the most popular, thing? Well, it's by incoming links, and again, high-powered authority links that you can get to rank for your keyword. If you want the We Do It For You service, or more interested in hearing about that, you go to tytseo.com. We can even do some of that initial keyword research for you, or if you're more looking for doing it on your own, you can get it from White Label It Pro, or you can just buy the links directly and rank it. And anything else, you can fill out this form or contact form on either of our websites, and you can also learn more how it works, more details, checking out either of these websites, and even Operator Pro. So this is more for systems, this is more for we do it all for you, and this is we'll just do parts for you. Really, whatever works best for you. And any questions, leave it in the comments below. And
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah,
Oh.
so we also use paid traffic sometimes, like YouTube ads, or you probably may have come from YouTube ad or YouTube ad organic because you're watching this on YouTube. So we use that.
Mhm.
That's pretty good. I mean, if you think that's a fit, you should check out those programs by us. Or if you want to do the organic route, if you think you can really, rank it for those search terms, if you think that's the best route, then definitely do those steps, apply it. It's inspiring how that client went from $3,000 a month
Oh,
to
super.
over $33,000 a month,
Yeah.
all from organic. And if you had to pay for that same amount of organic traffic, so let's just say 30,000 visitors, let's just say that a cost per click is $1. So every user to get on your site, for them to click the ad, to become a user and visitor on that site, well, that's 30,000
Right,
times one.
just
That's
visitors.
$30,000 just for the visitors.
Yeah.
And they're all not going to convert. So how much would that actually be?
I know.
That would be like, well, maybe 1 in 10
always
if you're
laugh,
lucky convert.
yeah.
So that's, so 30,000, that's $300,000 worth of traffic?
Yeah, it wouldn't be
Of
profitable.
conversions?
Wouldn't be
Wow.
profitable. I always laugh when people say SEO is like too expensive or it takes too long. Like, what's the other alternative for the amount of qualified it's going to be, the traffic?
How much you can get, if you pay
And then
for
you're
that,
not paying for each click because
Mhm.
I don't know where else you're going to get that type of free qualified traffic.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to pay for the campaign.
Facebook
but it
ads are
pays
good,
off, yeah.
YouTube ads are good, and we do use them,
We do, yeah. You
But-
have to have multiple streams, obviously, but
multiple streams.
Google's huge. It's only growing too. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if this makes sense for you, definitely jump on it, get these links.
As long as you're
or,
not
contact
in
us
that
or
niche.
comments or any question. Yeah, exactly. We dominate that niche.
We take care of our clients.
For sure.
All right.
It's
well.
hard work, but it pays off.
Yep.
Well, anything else, let us know. So Mike Pyatt, Sarah Pyatt. We'll talk to you again soon. Peace out.
See ya.